Let me undo it. Okay, let me know when we're rolling.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so today we're here with Sheldon and we're gonna help him stop pulling on the leash when he's going for a walk. So what we're doing is using a martingale collar setup. And what we have here is this blue martingale collar. You want these clasps to be able to touch each other without choking, which is what we have here. And then it creates the second loop, which you can see here. We attach the leash just like we normally would. You always want to use a flat leash like this, that way it doesn't get in between his rib cage and hurt him. And you always want the width of the leash to be at least as thick as the collar around the dog. So then once you have the leash attached, you just take it, put it along his spine, take the leash, go under the rib cage, under his belly like that, and come up on the other side. Take the handle, and you see the second loop here, and you go towards his head, just like that. If you go up towards his head, when you pull on this and release, it loosens up around his body. If you were to go the opposite direction, it will stay really tight like this, and we don't want that. We want him to go for a walk and have this nice and loose on his body. I always check to make sure this is laying nice and flat against his skin, so we're not doing any pulling or creating anything uncomfortable. So once we have that set up, I always take the leash and then put it around my wrist and hold on to it. As we walk forward, if he is pulling ahead of us, I'm going to do a quick correction by pulling straight up and releasing. Remember, you want to go up and down at the same speed. You don't want to go up and then hold him. The goal is to have this leash loose for the entire walk. So if he is pulling ahead, we just do a quick correction like that. And this is mild. We're not trying to hurt him or pull on him hard. We're just trying to, it's almost like swaddling a baby because it goes right around his ribs. So if anything, it should be more comforting, like, okay, relax. Or going for a walk, and then this should stay nice and loose. If I'm walking ahead and he starts lollygagging behind, I'm gonna keep my body moving forward, hold onto the leash, and just keep walking straight ahead and let him catch up. Okay, so we're all set and ready to go for a walk, so you can just follow me.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. Good. So one thing that you'll notice, we also did the leadership exercise before this, so he is walking pretty well right next to me. Is this different than how he usually goes for a walk?
Yes.
Yes. So part of this, his change in behavior, is due to the fact that we've already worked on the leadership exercise, which is setting the stage for him to look up at me as a leader. You'll notice that in the camera for that short little walk, he kept looking in and checking in with me, which is exactly what we want. So he's doing an excellent job. I just wanted to point that out for the camera so you can see that difference in behavior and what was going on. Sheldon. Do a quick correction, and then keep moving him forward. There. This is when I like to correct him right there. I don't want him to get to the point where he's pulling on the leash. I want to give him a quick correction beforehand, and it puts him right back in the place that we want him. So notice, like, as soon as he starts to get much ahead of where my toes are, I want to give him a correction then before he's way out ahead of me and already creating tension. And remember, go straight up instead of pulling backwards. So a couple of other tips that I want to give you. If you see a dog when you're out for a walk, or he was paying attention to some people that were in their driveway, just keep him moving. Dogs can only focus on one thing at once. So if he's standing next to you and you're keeping him moving, he'll stop barking and being as reactive to different things. So just keep him moving. If anything, if he does start barking quite a bit, just get him moving faster. If you can, take a jog for him, even for a couple of steps, just to refocus his energy on moving forward and away from whatever he's being reactive to. But overall, he's doing a really good job. So we're gonna wrap up the video, and I'm gonna hand this off to the guardians so they can go ahead and practice.